Well, the wins list is really starting to look strong for the English contender, Lerone Murphy. Josh Culibao, Makwan Amirkhani, Douglas Silva, D'Andrade, of course, Ricardo Ramos back in the day. But now tonight is the test, right? The test that everybody wants to see if Lerone Murphy can pass, because a lot of people envision him as a future champion, if not UFC headliner. But these are the type of fights that you need to prove you can pass. Stylistically, the UFC gave him this fight because they think it'll test him in all realms of mixed martial arts. We'll see tonight if Lerone Murphy can preserve that O in the loss column. All right, so here he is, the power packet, Josh Emmett, longtime staple of Team Alpha Male, not yet 40 years of age and still getting it done in a big way. A lot of people wondered, if we harken back to 2023, when he was absolutely bludgeoned by Ilia Topuria over 5 rounds in Jacksonville, how much did Josh Emmett have left? Man, did we get an answer later that year as he inflicted blunt force trauma on Bryce Mitchell with one of the best knockouts of that year. Josh Emmett's still got a whole lot left. His focus remains on UFC Undisputed Gold and Glory. Got to win tonight to keep that dream a reality.
Let's keep it up.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Lerone the Miracle Murphy. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Josh CCO Emmett.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, let us now see how Josh Emmett chooses to approach the early portions of this round. We certainly saw in the Calvin Kattar fight, it was balls to the wall. He was going for the knockout, going for the title shot, and he believes if he can finish an opponent on this level here tonight, that UFC President Dana White will have no choice but to finally give Josh Emmett the title fight that has eluded him throughout his UFC career that dates to 2016.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing. He lands a nasty high kick up top.
Nice spinning attack there, and able to land to the body. Just misses with the left hook. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take him to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up when the fight's standing.
Fighters separate from the clinch now. Big power shot there. Oh, nice jab up top by Emmett. Just out of range with that left hook. All right, nice shot there on the feet by Josh Emmett.
most power-packing featherweight we have, and his power certainly was heard from there.
I mean, he's a powerhouse. And the crazy thing is, like, this guy's a wrestler. He's a guy that you would expect to be taking you down. But Josh Emmett has power in his hands. He understands that, recognizes that, and he uses that to his advantage.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. Oh! Cannot take too many of those.
Oh, big left.
Uppercut.
He missed with that jab attempt there. Takedown defense holds up.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee. Oh, he did. Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Just over 2 minutes now to go.
All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by him. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Emmett's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Making all these shots count. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Emmett's in half guard.
On to the mount. Great submission defense on display tonight. Beautiful transition. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Emmett's right back to the full mount here.
In the half guard.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Hard elbows, hard elbows.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to
fold him. Yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
All right, that's the end of the round. You see the fighter's got a cut on his lip. Not necessarily a Robbie Lawler lip opening, if you know what I'm talking about, but certainly something that could be a source of adversity here moving forward. Cut man in there quickly to try to shore it up. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
Nice strike.
Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing his shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Emmett's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now, so some work for the cut man in between rounds if we get there. Oh, he is stunned, trying to recover here.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Josh Emmett. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
That was a slick transition.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands, every punch lands. He is just outclassing this guy on the feet. You have got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's gonna end very early.
Emmett, ground and pound from half guard. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, he's out. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Oh, that was later, yep.
Oh, pinpoint strike lands there, and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
2 minutes to go.
All right, stay in there, buddy. Recompose. Use your footwork.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Big inside kick.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's got to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished had that.
Murphy going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
Big shot lands for both guys. Oh,
Man. Emmett goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. So a nice entry and a wise move, given how the things were playing out on the field. Less than a minute now to go in round 2. Oh, getting leaky now. The hard ground and pound has opened up a cut. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
getting them out here. He's got to be careful here.
He's having his way with him here. Emmett's able to flatten him, going for that patented rear naked choke now.
We may get a finish here. Rear naked choke, locked in. All he's got to do now is drive forward pressure to make his opponent tap.
Oh, wow, he got out and mounted him.
What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking whenever he was beat so greatly by that rear naked choke.
I mean, how about those 5 minutes, DC? One of the best rounds of the year. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, nice jab to the dome by Emmett. Oh, straight punch. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Oh, this one could be over soon.
Like that! Like that!
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Murphy. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Emmett. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Murphy's in half guard now. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Changing the position. You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
North-south position now.
Murphy's able to transition back to side control now. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Murphy grounded pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
All right, less than a minute here to go now in round 3. Murphy's back in full mount. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land.
Fight back!
Gotta watch his neck.
Oh, that rear naked choke is tight. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Murphy going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, It showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage it.
Ready. Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, that kick is good by Murphy.
He's just being more...
Oh, big right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses. Oh, nice defense there with the block. All right, going for a single leg takedown here. That is usually his takedown attempt of choice, and works out for him.
Absolutely.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
I need you to move, Squirrel.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Lands with the ground and pound. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Nice positional control here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Lerone Murphy. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
Don't let him pass that half guard.
Emmett's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Hey, stay with the game.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Murphy. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Just over 2 minutes to go. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Out of range with that one. Nice job to get the foot off the... And how much more can he take? Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom. Emmett ground and pound from half guard now. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how it chooses to advance from here. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm gonna get to a dominant position myself. He's in the mount. Nice.
Emmett's right back to the full mount. All right, so a grueling battle on the the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange. Oh!
10 seconds remaining here in round 4. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books.
Breathe and relax.
All right, so now this damage really bears watching, right? His face compromised, and you got to think it's going to start affecting his output as well offensively.
Well, you got to look from the start to make mistakes. Trying to overcompensate for all the shots that he's taken to the face, for all the swelling. I have seen on many occasions where someone has massive swelling and they struggle. Look for this guy to start to mess up a little bit in there.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Effective use of the jab there by Lerone Murphy.
Lands a beautiful leg kick.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in tournament that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career, and gets the single leg in position for a submission attempt here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
He's out. What submission defense on display?
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Great shot from the top position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Emmett's back in full mount. Down the stretch they come. We're going down to the wire. It has been all action all the time.
I mean, two evenly matched fighters have laid it all out on the line. Let's see who can get the job done as we get to the end of the fight.
Emmett's eye now closing up. Lands the grounded pound strike here. All right, feet on the hips here.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Josh Emmett.
There it is. Now he's running him out. Great defense by this fighter. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Emmett's right back to the full mount here. All right, side control now. 2 minutes and counting to go in this fight. Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to actually just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes. Oh! Murphy's definitely targeting that same eye over and over again, and if it's not broken, why? Oh, big knee!
He's hurt.
Beautiful combination. Well, at times he's tried to check kicks, but he has not been effective in doing so, and now he's starting to limp a little bit.
He's starting to limp. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Josh CCO Emmett.
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? Because it's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.